Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Somebody pointed out to me that VTubers always do like the double talk thing where they talk twice. What's the deal with that? Hello, my name's Isaac Anzu. As you can see, I've fixed my lava farm. And you also might be wondering what is happening today. Well, today we're doing something very exciting. Just make sure I have the right chest here. I went out and got some obsidian. So we are going to go to the Nether. But first I have to figure out, first I have to do something. You see, this is not safe. This is safe. You see, I still want to use, I want to put my nether portal at the very bottom of this world. But I also want to have a safe landing zone. So that's what we're going to do first. First things first, we are making the landing zone, so to speak, for this nether portal. Hey, a minecart. You're fine there, Mr. Minecart. A nice, even floor.
We brought levity to each other's lives, but there's a lot more to life than that, and I realized that in these last few years. And we just became very different people, and so we had nothing in common overnight.
That can stay there, I suppose. This, however, we're going to set this minecart back on track. Literally. There we go. Just stay there. Just stay right there, okay? Okay. Cool. All right, floor complete. So now, let's actually build the portal. 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. A classic Minecraft portal. Right in the center of the tower. Oh, I love it. So classic. So classic. And we'll put torches down here too, just to give it an air of importance. But you may ask, what about the landing zone? We don't have a safe landing zone anymore. Well, that's why I've gone to the opportunity to create some glass. And we're going to make a quote unquote cover for this this area. Now I know that glass is a difficult material to work with because once you lay it down, you can't really like move it without silk touch, and I do not have silk touch. So we're going to kind of do this on the fly, and maybe it needs to change later, but this is how we doing it. We're basically going to make a yeah, I don't think I can even do it like this. Sorry, glass. This is why I made 2 stacks of glass. So I could mess up and keep going. But I think that that's a good level for the top layer, right? We'll have like an aquarium essentially with our nether portal inside of it. Okay. I think I need to go do one more layer up top for sure. So this also ensures that no matter where I jump from up top, I will land on the glass. And when I say land on the glass, I really mean I'm going to land on the water. Because there's going to be water here. I don't know how that's going to work, actually. Did I make this too high? Ugh, I might have made this too high. Drat. Oh, this is why I have a whole nother stack of glass. Yep. Hey, yep. Oh, no. Don't tell me I harvested a bunch of sand for this. Don't tell me I'm gonna waste it all. Oh, Soul of Bard. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Not me, just casually not planning out a glass build and having to redo it because I put it on the wrong level. Not me, could be me. But welcome. Today we are finally going into the Nether, and in order to do so, I have to ensure that this horrific dimension is kept in check. You understand. Happy to see your chill stream again. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we chillin', we chillin'. Okay. No, not there. Well, maybe yes there. No, I do want like a side area, side room. Are the demons gonna come out of the portal? I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. I really don't. So we're just gonna not take any chances. I don't know anything about Minecraft, really. I only just learned how to make glass in order to do this. All right, we'll put a chest here eventually for nether dives. You had a mod that did that and it was terrifying. Yeah, that sounds awful. Okay, so now if I do this and this, how does that look? We get a little more aesthetics, but not enough aesthetics. Need this, 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 this. Oh, it's not centered. Gosh darn it. Okay, okay, okay. This is why I made so much glass. Still not centered. Mother. Okay, that works. All right. So now I have to see, what does one thing of water do? That's not bad. All right, let's get some more water. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it here. Crap. I hope I brought enough water. Okay. And then I should be able to take... No. I should be able to take that water and put it here. And then that becomes a water block. And then I go here, and that becomes a water block. Here and here. Here and here. I guess I could do this with kelp too, but it was a mod that added harder mobs, and then they would come out of the portal and burn everything. We did not fully read the mod description. Yeah, that can happen. Okay. So, this is not exactly how I planned it. Let's add some more glass. Let's say here, 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 here. We're starting to get there. Starting to get there. Have I accidentally created more water blocks than I anticipated? That's possible. Oh, there's some coming down from the other side. Oh, I see. Okay, well, at least I can come back here and seal this hole up. Yeah, somehow there's water here. Okay, okay. So why is the water level here so high? I do not know the physics of Minecraft water. That's not a good thing. All right, maybe we just need to seal this off a bit. I definitely did not bring enough glass then. Well, at least I have more water. How do I do this? Like this? Doesn't look very aesthetic, but it might have to be. All right, well, we're giving up on aesthetics and we're just gonna go for practicality at this point. Wait, is that practical? Is that gonna work? I don't think so, actually. Yeah, we need this. Okay. Sad. My plan was so cool, and yet I did not design my glass properly. Let it be a warning to all you who design Minecraft things with glass. Design it well, friends. Design it well. Okay, so now we've got our pool of life-saving fall water, which should mean, yes, everything below here can be redone. Okay, y'all get out of here. Somehow, finally, it's not a complete terrible mess anymore. Except for the fact that our minecart rail is totally blocked. Oh well. In the end, does that matter? I don't think so. Okay. We're gonna bring back we're gonna get rid of this one so we can keep the aesthetics. You can, oh my God. You can use signposts. Thank you. This is the kind of knowledge that I just don't have. Okay. I need that cart. Cart? All right, time to go all the way back up. This won't take us all the way up because I don't have enough powered rails yet. But it's certainly faster than the alternative. La 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 la. By the way, how's the volume in between me and the voice and stuff? Love the spiral effect when I'm going up. Yeah, I modeled the in you go. Volume's good. Excellent. I modeled the design off of Dark Souls tower, and it worked out really well, which I'm very pleased with. Okay. We're just going to keep 3 buckets with us. And then I need wood. We're gonna craft some signs. Yep. Actually, we're gonna craft a few signs. And now, boom. Easy peasy. Okay. I didn't need to bring the wood with me, I guess. All right. I see, okay. Start back there. Makes sense. Okay. We place the sign, crouch, place the sign, place a sign, and that somehow works. And then, okay, and yeah, I can get rid of these now. We will be aesthetic, damn it. Okay. Yeah, you can go right through there. Woo, signs. Who knew? Not me. Okay, well, but while we're here, I guess, let's just... These are still not source blocks, so allow me to remedy that. Sick. Okay. I'm just going to go throw this wood away. And then we are just about ready to dig into the Nether. Finally, only took 20 minutes to build a platform which I can leap down to my death to. Ooh, there's something else I should do while I'm going up here. See, this is why I did the powered rail, but I forgot to bring a minecart. This is a room for something. I don't know what yet. This is my lava room. And here's the chest room. Okay. The thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be breaking this chest. Yes. We're going to be breaking this chest and we're going to be putting it down below. All right. Signs. Wood. I have armor. I have bucket. I have pickaxes aplenty, 2 swords, food. What else do you even need for the Nether? A stone boat. Oh, right. Let's bring a minecart too. Won't make that same mistake again. Torch back in place. Minecart. Woo! Oh, also, hi Amy. Thank you for also chiming in on the volume. This is a monumentous occasion. The portal is complete. What do I do with this area back here? I'm not even sure. We'll keep it for aesthetics for now, but it's time. Ooh, baby. Okay. You get to go in there. Time for hell. Turn on the doom music. Actually, turn on the Genshin Impact music because we are in the Nether gotcha. Okay, Nether Wastes. Not a bad place to start. Looks like we've got... Holy crap! Well, that's awful convenient. Okay. I forgot to make a shield. But there's a nether fortress right there. Streamer luck, maybe. Forgot shields in this game. All right, so weirdly enough, this is a great location. We have our own little island that we can sort of build a base on. We've got Basalt Delta. We've got another fortress right there. So I think let's get to work. So the two things that I'm here for first are, oh God, one of them went high enough. Can I hit you from here? Can I hit you from here? Dodge, dodge, dodge. Heal, heal, heal. So the two things I'm looking for here, first and foremost, are nether quartz and... Okay, he despawned for some reason. Alright, but we're building up a fortress. Nether quartz and a landing zone for future expeditions, essentially. Which is why we're basically going to be doing some building. Right. The goal is always to have a chill stream, even in the nether. And so that's what we're going to go for. Alright. Our initial bastion is up. Not bastion. Like, I know there's actual bastions in the nether. Our initial shield wall has been formed. So we're going to make this little platform our base of operations. And hopefully that shield keeps us safe from those who would fire beams of flames at us. I'm also wearing golden armor, which I did remember to do. So them piglins aren't going to be too eager to fight us. I'm one of you. It's me, a innocent piglin. This does beg the question, though, of how far down does this platform go? Did we kind of spawn in on a little sky island, right? I heard that. Yeah, you, I heard you. Get out of here. If a ghast hits that portal, it's going to close. Watch out or you'll be stranded. Ooh, okay. New... I see why you said to bring the flint and steel with me. Okay. New immediate priority. Seal up the portal. We do not want to be stranded. Even though I'm sure that someone on the server could come rescue me. That is not what I want to happen. Stop with the spooky sounds, Minecraft. Jeez. Or maybe that was just the music. Oh ho ho. Where are you? I heard you. I heard you. Don't you touch my portal. Not before I've completely gas-proofed it. It's happened to me before, very awful. Making a second portal, sometimes taking a weird random new location and relating the same one takes it awkwardly right next to the initial one or far away. Interesting. Okay. I think we have protected our portal fairly well. Oh, I see you. That's probably not thick enough though, right? It's probably not thick enough because they can destroy those blocks. We just have to make sure that it doesn't go near them. Yep. Yep. Okay, portal's still lit. Cobblestone is a good shield? Okay. You can bounce those things back at them, right? Come on. All right. I did not bring enough cobblestone. I think it might be time to do a tactical retreat. Uh-huh. Okay, first things first. Bring the damn stuff. Bring the dang flint and steel. Second, we are going to bring a lot more cobblestone. We're going to turn this little island into a cobblestone fortress. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go back down there and collect it anyway. Cobblestone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just the entire bottom row of cobblestone. I actually beat the minecart back down here. Incredible. Okay. We can throw some of this extra nether rack in the nether chest. Okay. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Fortunately, I am definitely not carrying anything that I wouldn't mind losing. Oh, come on. Let me, you can smack these back, right? Tell me you can smack these back. Okay, you totally can. Nice! Arrows can hit them back too. I have discovered this. All right. Indeed, the netherrack has been broken. So let's make a cobblestone tomb for our boy here. Our boy, the portal. Our boy. Scary stuff. Being just out here in the middle of the whatever. If you hear gas sounds, you better run. There are skeleton archers out here in the Nether too, right? So if we hear skeleton bones, we better run too. Although, do they normally spawn more on the soul sand biomes? Seem to remember that. Okay. This is scary. Again, I'm not carrying anything that I don't mind losing. Even this golden armor. It does have mending on it, but I don't really care because it's just golden armor. I can make more. Okay, somehow we survived. Don't forget that hole. With a little bit of building chops and MLG Pro archery skills, we have survived. And we're gonna keep making this super sick bunker sort of thing. I ready my fists. Okay, MLG Pro, baby. Yeah, and I mean, it's a good investment because this nether portal is worth keeping. Like, so close to a fortress. Oh, what's up, my friends? Hello. Hello, fellows. I think you know what's happening next. We are building all the way around. As much as we can, at least. They were waiting for me all along. The question really is, if this is a floating island, oh, hello. How the heck am I going to raid that fortress, right? How do I plan my attack? I'm open to suggestions. Like, for real. Just send it. Just full send. Just leap off the edge. You like my structure, fellas? We'll just build a TNT launcher and we will launch TNT at the fortress until it is utterly annihilated. And then, yeah, I haven't figured out what to do after that, but yeah, that's how we'll start. I don't know if I have enough cobblestone for this. I should really be crouching too. Like you're thinking. Modern problems require modern solutions, you know. Oh God. It's nice that they, announce their presence before they murder you. Oh, yo, an Endo. What's up, Endo? Why is this? What's this gas noise? Where are you? Show yourself. For some reason you're not rendering in, but I can hear you. We're just gonna keep building like nothing's wrong. Just gonna keep building as though nothing were the matter. I hope y'all piglins like it up here, because I don't think I'm allowed to let you leave. Just real casually. He escaped. All right, we've got 5 friends in here. 5 forever friends. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about it every night. Damn, that fortress really do be right there, huh? Okay. Well, if you're not going to attack me, I'm going to assume. Oh. Hi, friend. Yeah. Going to assume that everything's okay, and you're stuck somewhere, and you're not going to attack me until I build my wall. And then we'll give the piglins a way out. Okay. Cobblestone. Hey, that's super cool. A baby. They've already begun breeding. Our population is going to explode. If the piglins can find the way out, then they're allowed to leave. If their pathfinding allows them to do that. I'm sure they have pathfinding in this game, right? It's a modern game. It's a modern game. I do want this gold. So we'll go around the gold. Excellent. Come on, have enough. Yeah. All right. Base complete. All right, time to start digging this shit out. We have to see if there's a part of the floating island that is close to somewhere else, so that we can build our bridge there. A bridge to the future. A bridge to somewhere lovely. A bridge to a place where we can be ourselves, be free. I may not have brought enough pickaxes. Does Netherrack take more hits to... Does Netherrack take more durability off your tool? Feels like that pickaxe is going fast. Oh well. at least I have a crafting table, which I can even just leave here. Because why not? This is going to be my base of operations, so to speak. Hi, little guy. Yes, I'm destroying your environment, but don't worry, it's for a good cause. The safety and protection of me. So, do people have like a certain way of mining things out that is like you find it to be the best way to mine things out, right? In rows or in spirals or whatever. And does it bother you when somebody isn't doing that? Am I bothering people right now? Okay. Stone does allow me to grab the gold here. You do lawnmower lines? Ooh, you know, that's true. Good point. The lawnmower is totally analogous, right? We gotta maintain our way to get up onto the walls, just in case. Like, this debate is not just for Minecraft. People have probably been asking this question like, what's your lawn mowing pattern, right? Forever. Mankind has always been obsessed with what is your lawnmower pattern? I'm so glad the pickaxe doesn't count as a weapon. One thing's for sure, we are going to have a ton of netherrack. What can you use netherrack for? Craft it, maybe, into something? Decoration? Never thought about lawnmower patterns, really. I mean, in order to think about lawnmower patterns, you kind of need a lawn. Which is something that people are hard-pressed to have in this economy of ours. Oh my goodness. The pickaxe economy is in shambles. So my goal was to make a little nether base, but I had another goal, and that was to get quartz. Because you need quartz to make observers. Oh god, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Gah! Are they going to be... Oh no. You have no home better charge respawn anchor. It was extracted. Yikes. Lurk also, oof. I'm back at Robin's home base. Wow. All right, well, I guess time to punch trees, find a crafting table, and build a boat. They're going to be aggressive when you get back. Shoot. You better come armed. Okay, well, I also have to Yep. I also have to get out of this area because Robin's land claims are here. And thus, well, the good news is, as I said, I have nothing that I wasn't okay losing. Whew, back to basics, punching trees. All right, that should be enough, right? We make them all into planks. We make one of these, lay it down, and then we make a boat. All right, I guess we'll take this with us. Leave no trace. All right, time to go home. Where is home? No. Oh God, why? Why now? Maybe I should have made a bed too. Well, let's just get away from that drowned. I do have a way to verify where my house is. Let me just go here. Okay. Our Z needs to go up, but our X needs to go way down. So Z needs to go up. X needs to go down. So we gotta head this way. We'll just use the ocean as long as we can. Oh, hey, is this a savanna biome? I believe so. Who knows? Maybe I'll find something cool along the way. Maybe I'll just die again. The goal is to survive and make it to the next body of water. Man. Good times. Good times. Yo, Andy. How's it going? I'm not in the end game yet. I think using my sprinting on land is a worthwhile endeavor. No, let me get in the boat, please. Thank you. All right, surprisingly, our X coordinate is almost there. What we need to really focus on right now is lowering the Y coordinate because we are at like -17 or something like that. So what I'm saying is it's almost a straight shot home. All I can hope is that it's just ocean from here. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I know my tower is right by water, though. If we see something obviously important, like a ruined portal that has a chest in it, or maybe a shipwreck, we'll stop. But for now, the goal is just home. Home as quickly as possible. Fare thee well, Sir Zombie. Whew. All right. So, first time in the Nether. Overall, not bad. But I do know why I respawned all the way back at spawn. It's because the last place that I slept was outside my tower, and I forgot to sleep inside my tower before I went to the Nether. So, important to know, sleep in the tower before you go out into hell. So that way this doesn't happen again. Okay, we're finally in the negatives. Take my life from negative to positive. I'm positive. Oh, hello. Let me just grab this. I believe I found something. Is this a village? Or a whatchamacallit, desert fortress? Am I about to get stuck full of arrows? Probably. Somebody take a screenshot, quick. Oh no, this is indeed a village. Hey, doesn't that mean I can sleep here? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Let me, Wait, what is this book? Curse of Binding? Wow, dude. Oh. Well, good luck. I hope that everyone survives the night. Cat gets let in, immediately goes under the bed. Sounds about right. Well, we found a little desert town, which is sick. And there's like farmers here. Oh, that's so cool. What the heck is that? Rabbit meat. There's rabbits in this game? I don't know anything. Ugh. What's that? Hunger. 30 seconds of hunger. I like the coral, but you can't really harvest the coral without the silk touch pickaxe, right? Otherwise, it'd just be breaking. Oh, an underwater ravine. That's cool. So this must be a warm ocean, right? I don't think you can pull up your I don't think you can pull up your whatchamacallit, your HUD info in Bedrock. Pretty sure that there's not an option for that. Or maybe there is. I haven't tested all of the F function buttons yet. Oh, that's hide. Oh, that's useful. Okay, that's that. Wait, what? Okay. Wait a minute. Why is it full screen now? Okay. I mean, I don't mind that. Let me just move my text up there. And then maybe move this up here. Yeah, seems fine. Okay. Back on track. Oh, and didn't I say that we would stop for a ruined portal? Well, I suppose that we will stop for a ruined portal. But only to get what's in the chest. I like this portal design. What are those up there? Just iron bars? That's cool. Where are you, little chest? Here you are. Ooh, golden sword. Okay. And golden apple. I don't mind golden sword. We can use that to fight the piglins, in fact. It's got mending, so it's not going to be completely useless, right? You usually do get experience from killing things. Cool sword, thank you. All right. We're getting closer. The position that we need to be at is -17, 11. -1700 and 1100. And then we should be in range. Although this is starting to look a little bit familiar. Pretty sure that mountain biome is part of the mountains that's near me. Yeah. There's my no spawn island. Aw, nice. No spawn island. Wow. The only island in this world that has 0 spawns on it. Man, that coal is just like putting itself out there in it. Yes. 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 I'm working on a bridge, as you can see. I really don't have the claim blocks to be doing that, actually, but that's okay. And now I have a second boat. Okay. The chunk has been loaded. So here's what we're gonna do. First things first. Respawn point set. Thank you. Okay. We're going to take our random stuff. Oh, some of it came back to the portal. Yo, nice. Okay. Actually, a lot of it came back through the portal. Nice. All right. In I go. Wait. All of it came back through the portal. Yo. Pants. Okay. Somehow dying in the portal was the smartest thing I did. How's that a thing? All right. Arrows. Buckets. You didn't know that stuff traveled through portal? Oh, I mean, neither did I. But it turns out dying in the portal was the smartest thing I could have done. Okay. Maybe Maybe I shouldn't have done that right away. Maybe I shouldn't have immediately been aggressive. Pretty sure that dude went through the portal. Hello? Slaughter them all? He seems to be okay with me. Okay. Okay. Well, if you're okay, we're gonna keep doing what we were doing. So the ghasts only can attack if they see you. So even though my cobblestone fortress is tall, don't trust him. I do want to spawn-proof this area eventually, or maybe we don't spawn-proof it and we use it as like a piglin trading hall. Because I mean, like, I could just give this guy my little gold nuggets for some items. The problem is I need more gold. So at the moment, he's safe. I'm just imagining the piglin in the other world. He just got isekai'd, and now he's like, where am I? Am I dying? Is this heaven? It's not even like... It's just the normal overworld, but to a piglin it would be heaven. No more fire. No more ghasts. No more skellies. No more hoglins. Life is good. All right, well, somehow we're right back on track. I'm impressed. I've impressed myself. Okay. Let's begin the lawnmower. Being very careful because you never know when the drop will happen, right? Ooh, but we are okay. We're finally starting to find some... Hi, buddy. He's like, where did my friend go? Where did my friend go? You son of a bitch. Oh, sweet nether quartz. I don't have room for it. You say I don't have room for it, and yet I will make room for it. I don't care if I have to eat that golden apple. We're here for nether quartz. I have more golden apples, don't worry. Oh, dang, you get like extra hearts from a golden apple? Okay. Yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of. Just dropping off the edge of the earth. Oh, the edge of the nether. Do I have more cobblestone? Yes. So let's just fill this in so we know never to dig here again. Cool. All right. Time to keep the lawnmower train going. My God, the pure level of netherrack that I'm collecting. Absorption for 12 more seconds. Oh, hi. Hey man, if you want to go to an easily kill boxable spot, I'm not even gonna complain. All right, netherrack. We've gotten a bit of it. We'll also put the quartz and the gold in. We'll put all the extra supplies in here. Did he come out of the portal with you? No, I pushed him through the portal. You see, I pushed him through the portal. And then when we came out on the other side, he was just there. Okay. Continue digging out my island of sanctuary in the nether. Yeah. We are going to have to figure out a way to safely assault the fortress over there. And fortresses just spawn blazes, right? Like, there are blaze spawners, but the fortress biome also just spawns blazes every once in a while, right? So we can't clear out the fortress, so to speak. Yeah, because is there a way to make mobs not spawn? Because it seems like light level is not a thing here. Is there a way to despawn the nether? Maybe with slabs? Maybe they don't spawn on top of cobblestone here? I need some real Minecraft experts. Another. All right, the staircase is going well. I'm actually super pleased with the staircase, because now the piglins have a way to get in and out, even though I don't even know where they go once they leave the island. Where do they go? Where do they go now? Where do they go? Mm-hmm. Where do they go? Oh, sweet child, where do they go now? Yes, I'm wearing golden armor. See, I'm one of you. What are the enchantments on this golden armor, by the way? Mending. Is that a common enchantment on golden equipment? So it's kind of like, on one hand, your equipment is shit and doesn't last long, but on the other hand, if you like keep killing things, it'll just heal. Mending golden armor doesn't sound all that bad, you know? Because as long as you're killing stuff, you're getting experience. And I've learned that that is how mending works. I've started watching the videos of this guy called iCraft MC, which does not mean Master of Ceremonies, aka rap artist. It means Minecraft. Of course. All right. What is that sound? Okay. Time for round 2 of very carefully uncovering the quartz. Is that a hoglin? Is that the hoglin sound? The other thing I want to make in the Nether is a fast travel system. Yeah, let's go. Because I really would love to visit Robin. And having a little fast travel system, I hear, is easiest to do in the Nether. More. More! I guess I only have enough stone for 3 more pickaxes. No, I only have enough sticks for 3 more pickaxes. Well, good thing I can make more sticks. Bam. Ooh. Alright. This is why we do this carefully, carefully, carefully. We'll basically have a basin, so to speak, right? And hopefully, I hope, the lowest point of the basin will be somewhere close to land somewhere else, so we don't just have this floating island in the sky. Not that a floating island in the sky isn't cool as heck. But we do want to actually go somewhere else, you know. It can be important. Hi, Piglin. Don't get in my way. You don't want to get in my way. You wouldn't like it. I have slept near here, so I may come and immediately revenge myself upon you. So I'm learning German, and one of the things that you have to learn when you learn a new language is something called reflexive verbs, aka which verbs do you use the word myself with, right? Because it's not all of them. But there are certain verbs that require it. Like in English, you can say, I set myself down, or I help myself to something. And you can set something down or help something without doing that. But in German, there are certain verbs that always are reflexive. So, for example, like in English, you have to say, I brush my teeth. Or I'm washing myself. You don't have to say that, I guess. I guess my teeth is not accurate either. Because it has to be myself. That is why it's reflexive. Are there any verbs in English that require the word myself to work? Big question here. Are there any reflexive verbs in English? It's nice that it goes down so quickly. You know? It's nice that the netherrack just kind of dissolves. Even under a stone pickaxe. I mean, if we had a diamond pickaxe here, wouldn't it be like absolute insanity, you know? We're starting to get full again. Phew. Another layer done. How did this expedition into the most dangerous part of the world turn into just a chill mining stream? That is a question for the ages. We'll make this stairway a little bit fancier, huh? And by fancy, I mean just 1 block wider. Yep. Expected that one. Grunt, grunt, grunt. Somehow I get the feeling, yeah, this is all gonna need to be connected up. We're going to start forming the lower basin, so to speak. The Architect 9,999. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Nice to meet you. I'm out of a lot of things, including space. So we're going to pop back into the real world. Hello, welcome. How are you? My name's Isaac Anzu. I'm a Chimera VTuber. Oh. What is up, my dude? You're not allowed to be here. Let's eat. Well, let's do this. AO Architect. Ooh. Do you know each other? I believe I need more cobblestone. No. Just saying hi. Fair enough. Yeah, you know, there are certain milestones that you can hit as a streamer, and I don't feel like I'm quite to the level yet where I have viewers that greet each other. Aside from like a very small group, I have a couple friends who unfortunately are busy this evening. Okay, that's fine. You can go back down. We need more cobblestone, surprisingly. And I can throw some of this other crap away. I really should have brought... Yeah, I should have brought some of the stuff in that chest down there up with me. But all is good. Okay, we have the golden sword and we have backup sword. I think that's enough. Then we can put torches back on the bar. And what do I need more of? Sticks. So let's just make some more sticks. Maybe a stack of sticks. Seems good. I have just returned to Twitch 45 minutes ago, and I'm stream jumping to find a group to play with. Oh. What are you playing? Like Minecraft? Well, unfortunately, this is a private server, Minecraft Bedrock. Cool. That is very interesting. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, this is not my server, and it is a private server, so I am not able to bring people on. But good luck. I hope that the search goes well. Wait, why can't I just make these last planks into sticks? I did. I made the planks into sticks. Wunderbar. But yeah, thank you for stopping by and being upfront about what you're looking for. I know that some streamers probably are like, don't ask me to collab or play with you. But yeah, I mean, if you're upfront about the fact that you're looking for collabs and then you don't make a big fuss about it, then what's the problem, right? We can just both go our merry way. I really do think that I have found a flippin' island in the middle of the sky as my very first. Oh, hey, that dude has a crossbow. Time to do some math. 4, 5. Do you think I can take him? Do you think I can take him? Do they die to lava? I know not everything in the Nether dies to lava, but I wonder if these guys do. Use a shield. Ooh, and heal. Okay. Good call. I need to heal. Ingredient that I don't stream, I just build in survival realms. Ah, neat. A builder. That's cool though. I also like to think of myself as a builder. Obviously I have my little tower there that I've been working on, but the goal is there are 18 floors of the tower. Obviously the bottom floor is the Nether entrance, but the goal is to fill it up with 18 different farms, hence the name Architect. That makes perfect sense. So far all I have is a lava farm. But yeah, I'm curious, what do you like building? And do you have any recommendations for farms? I do definitely want to automate my whatchamacallit? Castles and mob spawners. Ooh, okay. So serious question. How do you build a mob spawner? I thought those were immobile. You stay away, you dang ghasts. I thought I built this thing high enough. I'm gonna be so mad if a ghast just like cruises on over the top of this wall that I built. That'll be the day. That'll be the day that I die. You can make any type of mod spawner, and you can even make some of them that only spawn certain types of enemies. Oh. Really? I thought they all spawn. Oh. You can make a mob spawner that only spawns creepers. You're not talking about the mob spawner block. You're talking about like a farm that spawns a particular type of mob. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know. I definitely want to make one of those too. I understand now. Yeah. So obviously down below the ground, I want to have like all sorts of like farms that make food and farms that make materials, right? But I was thinking up in the upper reaches of the tower, where let's say there is less caves surrounding the tower, I could actually make like a hello. What was that? What was that? Hi. Very close. Very close. Oof. These guys in their personal space. Mine currently gives you half an inventory per hour. Wow. Dude. That's pretty sick. Full stacks. Full stacks, baby. Of gunpowder. Wait a minute. That's cool. Okay. New goal. We gotta build us one of those things. Whatever this creeper farm is, we gotta build us one. Because there is some lag on this server. It is not a server that's in the same country that I am. So I've only been able to kill one creeper so far, and it was kind of a cheap kill. You know what I mean? You've made it 3 times in different realms. That is cool. Well, unfortunately, like I said, I can't like that'd be fun to like kind of commission you to come in and build a farm in this world. Unfortunately, it is not my server, so I am sad. That was just the gunpowder production, but it does also produce every other type of mob drop. That's so cool. All right, we're gonna. So here's a question for you. Yo, I like how that down there looks. Isn't that cool? All right. Our castle in the sky is truly that. Yikes. Okay. Can we make like a full-on fortress of stone? Is my question. Because I do want that. And yes, I know I'm wasting. Like, I don't need to do this. Yeah. A full-on fortress of stone here in the Nether. I mean, I know it's possible. I know the answer is, can you? The answer is yes. But I'm more curious that if I could do it. Is that really the closest path off of here? I still have a ton of cobblestone. Let's just gas proof this just a little bit more, huh? mm-hmm. Wait, why are they coming after me? What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Is it because I'm separating them from their families? Surely no. They didn't have any problem with it until now. I think they took fall damage. Oh shit, okay. It wasn't my fault, bruh. I hate these gas noises. I'm going to fall to my death by lava or death by piglins. Either way is not good. Where's the crossbow one? He seems to have despawned for some reason, which is really, really lucky, all things considered. Okay. Sniper. Sniper, baby! How did that not kill him? I thought they were like balloons. It just took one. Are you about to be shot? Nope, I'm too MLG pro. And see, we are so close to the roof now. It would be nice to get some glowstone too. Do they ever not get angry? I mean, I can just... Now that I'm here, might as well. Oh hey, you dropped a sword. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Okay, well, piglins, I was going to let you hang out here, but it seems that you've lost your privileges. You're fine with me. What's up with that? That guy must have spawned in after they got angry. So weird. Yep. Well, now you're stuck in here, bruh. Sorry, bruh. Sorry, bruh. Yeah? I guess I can hit him through there too, huh? Invading nether regions? How lewd. How is this guy? That's like the friendliest piglin I've ever seen. Listen, it's Valentine's Day. Well, it's, yeah, I mean, kind of. Invading the nether regions is what it's all about. Wall might need to be thicker. Why did you spell it that way? But yeah, you're not wrong. Cobblestone does stop the ghasts from entering, but it seems that we also have a piglin problem. All right. You gonna let me mine in peace? Maybe. Also, Yokon, how's it going? Isaac colonizes the Piglins 2023. Any percent speed run. Yeah, well, you know, they are they're not capable of self-governance. They're a lesser species. Ooh boy, that was a really, really terrible idea, wasn't it? Okay, it's just yeah. Yeah. Flirting with death, flirting with disaster, truly. But isn't flirting what Valentine's Day is all about? All right. They heard you talking shit. They did. Well, we can't be having that. Okay. What do I need here? This is still technically a way out, which is good. We need one of those. Oh, our armored friend is back. Lovely. Lag. Khan, how are you this fine evening? You might notice that I am in a place far from home. And I am destroying it in order for gaining the resources, my own personal gain, essentially. Okay. Boom. 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 No. Boom. Give me that cobblestone back. I had a transcendent session of shooting hot dogs while Viper was blasting behind me. Is that a Valorant reference? Were you playing Valorant? I don't know. It's just me and you, buddy. Just me and you. Me and you in a hole together. It was H3 VR. What's H3 VR? Do I know this game? Should I know this game? A hole. Fill the hole. Hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. And yes, you should. Oh, I see. You played hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades in VR. That does sound fun. You have a VR setup? That is cool. VR setup is one of those things where it's like, I really want one, but I kind of need to focus on things like, I don't know, having a 3D model first, right? I guess we don't need this cobblestone anymore, huh? Wait. We need that one for aesthetic reasons. We don't need this anymore. But VR is good. Yeah, I know. I know. I know it's good. That's why I want to do it. But you got to do things in the proper order, you see. I have the Pleb Quest 2 set up, but man, it's so convenient. Ooh, yeah, actually, so the people I've talked to about VR are like, yeah, man, I'm super into VR. I love VR. Here's the best possible setup. And I'm like, I literally just want something to slap on my face. So you're saying that the Quest 2 is probably that for me? Absolutely. Okay. Let me write that down. I have a list of things I need to write down. Quest 2. Got it. That's extremely useful. Extremely useful information. I had a Vive before and hardly ever used it because it was a pain in the ass to set up. Oh yeah. One of the things that I've discovered about myself, and I think this is true of a lot of artists, is that if something is hard to set up, I do it way less, right? And so my entire artistic goal is to make things as just like intuitively easy to set up as possible, right? So to that effect, one of the main things that I do in, say, Ableton is make templates for the things that I eventually want to do. So let's say eventually I want to like fill in that hole, I suppose. Eventually I want to do something like oh, hello. This was a mistake. Mom, the uncivilized piglins are attacking me again. Bruh. Come to my aid, golden armor piglin. Come to my aid. Oh, they just went through the portal. Take that. To another dimension with you. Bruh, just slapped him in the next week. The Anzu establishment getting toppled. Hey, you're on my side. If you had to choose between me and the oppressed piglins, I expect you to choose the side of civilization. Although I guess I can't. That's a horrible thing to say, and also I would actually not expect you to ever do that. My expectations are misguided. All right. He says while holding me at gunpoint. He said, fully aware of the implications and consequences of his actions. Bruh, there's more nether quartz right there. Okay. I got a feeling that that nether fortress over there is not going to be the first place we go. I get a feeling that we're going to bridge over here and then maybe find our way like somewhere around over here, make a pathway through the basalt delta. Like, I think the way to explore the nether is really just to slowly make a safe path through it. You know what I'm saying? The way to explore the nether is to sanitize it. Man. Okay, maybe I should stop making these. Not gonna lie, the nether used to low-key creep me out. Still kind of does. I mean, I get it. The noises in particular. The noise. Yeah, that's actually one of the things that I don't like about the game. Like Minecraft, pretty cool game. The noises though. I guess you can turn environmental sounds off, which is maybe something that I should consider doing. Maybe. Do not walk off the edge. That's bad for my health. Yo, Mango, hello. Welcome to hell. We're doing our best to have a good time here by constructing a fortress of solitude within the Nether. The hope of our people. All are welcome. All are welcome. That's right. Never listen to anyone who says that you shouldn't be constantly recruiting for your cause. Okay. And I think with that, we can stop making this staircase because now we kind of have... oh, crap. Now we kind of have the stairs built properly. Yeah. Because now we can just go like this. Aiming properly, of course. Perfect. One of my first dreams in Minecraft was to make a mountain base that was a big skull that had lava coming out of the eyes, like tears. Isn't that edgy? Maybe it's still possible. Maybe we can make the outside of this thing look like a skull and then have lava coming out of the eyes of the skull. Wouldn't that be cool? Mine was to make a big peepee. I mean, I think a lot of people's was. But Big Tower is like it's one of those classic sources of conflict. Man versus God. Can you make a tower so big that God himself could not climb it? Right? Absolutely classic conflict. It doesn't help that the mascot of the game is a big peepee. Who's the mascot of the game? The creeper? I mean, yeah, a bit phallic. Time to unload, seems like. Yeah! Oh God. I was just about to say, can you imagine if they've come for me? Can you imagine if the entire like journey to and from hell was just extremely painful? Good thing I have this funnel-like tower to guide them upwards in. How am I gonna kill these guys? Like, seriously. Yep, I figured that was gonna happen. Stand on the rails? Oh yeah, they can't cross rails. Right. All right. What I want to do is, hey, that's my armor, you son of a... Bruh. Stealing my armor. Well, now I'm sad that I filled the top of this thing with water. Okay, one down. Did he drop a sword? No, just beef. Okay. All right, stuff retrieved. Oh, they fell on the rails. Ah ha 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 ha. GG, easy, well played. Yes, thank you. Wait, do they actually die in water? I think they die in water, don't they? Can't have shit in Detroit. I'll tell you what. This has been quite the journey, quite the experience. More gold. The sword is useless. The meat is useless. Okay. Somehow I think we're only going to get one more journey into the Nether before we have to stop. Ooh. The Zarkon hitting one of the lurkers with a hug. Kind of weird, but yeah, you see it every once in a while. Don't forget your meat. Okay. Bow. Inventory managed. Gonna try that in real life, hugging a bot. Hugging a lurker. Murdering the piglins. Somehow this one piglin just has no beef. He's a pig, so it's pork. But this piglin has no beef with me somehow. Rim shot. Hey, if you've got enough points, I've got a rim shot redeemed now. There was a time when I felt so broken-hearted. There we go. It's a bit delayed. But definitely worth it. Mining increased to 299. And that's like 90% of my levels too. It's the thought that counts. Is that like a prostitute that can do math? The thought that counts? No, I can't count. Precisely. We got a bunch of jokers in here. Better hit that rim shot again. Quick, the rim shot. The puns are flying. Yeah, I like to make the thanks, Con. I like to make the hug free because free hugs, right? Makes sense. But also, since this is a library, you can use the checkout commands to check out books for free, right? Makes perfect sense. Why would I make that worth channel points? Knowledge should be free. Hey! Whoa, yo. Bruv. I thought we were cool. I thought we were cool. Do I have to give him gold? Is that what the truth is? He saw me taking the gold? Yo, it was a sneak attack. He saw me taking the gold. Drat. Ah, but what if I made you go through the portal? What if I made you... I need a god dang shield. Man, this beef is so good for healing. He went through the portal. No, he didn't. What if I gave you gold? What if I kept gold here and I gave you gold? They do trade, right? Take this. Do they not trade? I mean, we're gonna eat the beef. But I thought they traded. Or maybe the zombie ones don't trade. Maybe this guy will trade. Trade with me? Hey, trade with me? He took it. Trade with me? You wanna trade? You like it the gold? He liked the gold. Bro, he's taking your shit. Bro. Yo. Eladris Encanted. Welcome. This is like Piglin's Sanctuary. It's me. I'm alive. I'm back, and I'm so tired. Mood, bruh, mood. Yeah. How have you been? I'll be honest, I don't remember how long it's been since I saw you in chat. But it's nice to know that people are still out there. Okay. Well, we definitely gonna get this nether quartz. Couple of months, bro. Moved to a different state recently. Ooh, okay. If it's not too much to ask, because I know that doxing is a thing, but from where to where? You can also just say from where if you're not comfortable saying to where. But we gotta get some state discourse. If I was scared of being doxxed, that is. That's fair. We went from California to North Carolina? Holy smokes. That's quite a big difference. What part of Cali, though? Because the climate would probably be pretty similar, right? Depending on what part of California you're in. California's huge. Your hometown is in North Carolina. Bruh. Can't have shit in Detroit. Oh no, your little thing didn't work. Oh no, so sorry, so sad. Okay. But they are waiting out there for me. Yikes, yikeroonies. Upland, it was something. Isn't that like where all the fires are? Isn't that, well, I mean, the entire state's kind of on fire all the time. But I thought Upland in particular was a place of fire and torment. California is very on fire. Why is it? It seems like the most beautiful places in the world are also just always the most screwed up when it comes to the weather, right? Like, Japan is very beautiful, but covered in earthquakes, you know. Upland Cali is sort of smoky, but it's got a lot of interesting people. I mean, I'd rather have interesting people than boring people, honestly. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Like, where I grew up in the US, do we dare mine the gold with all these piglins nearby, or do we make a little blind, a gold mining blind, so the piglins don't bother us? I think we do that. Where I grew up was like suburbia, so it's like the most exciting place in the most exciting place you could go in suburbia was literally just the bowling alley, right? And the worst part about it was that everybody had the exact same idea. Let's just go to the bowling alley, right? And so the bowling alley was always crowded. It was like as small town as you can get without actually being small town. Bro, our fucking bowling alley burned down. Rip. Yeah. But then, of course, the capitalists started moving in, and then the only place to go and actually, like, do things was whatchamacallit? Lost bowling alley buddies. Yeah, the bowling alley shut down. Ours went out of business. Yep, same. And then the capitalists moved in, so then the only public spaces where you were allowed to exist without spending money was the flippin' library. Sad, right? And so I spent a lot of time at the library, and honestly, that's how I fell in love with libraries. You see, you thought that this might possibly be like an innocent sort of stream theme, but in fact, I'm socialist through and through, right down to the core. Eat the rich and turn their bones into books. Maybe then they'll have some value. I'm missing chat messages, sorry. I wanted to refurbish mine into a skating rink and make it a skating rink and bowling alley. Hell yes, I knew I had a good feeling about you, Dad. Yeah. So the funny thing is, I was talking to my only German friend about German politics yesterday. I live in Germany, by the way, and the Industrial Revolution and its consequences. And we talked about how in America, the politics are much more right-leaning than in Europe, which on one hand means that, of course, like the conservative parties are actually more centrist than in America, right? But it also means that the left are a lot more radical. And he said there's a party in Germany that's party platform is literally grind their bones to make our bread. That's it, QED. That's our entire platform. Vote for us. And I mean, like, mad respect. You're gonna struggle to get votes, but mad respect. Hell yes. The more I live in Germany, the more I realize that more of my friends should be living in Germany too. All right, so metal. Yes, absolutely. No, I had the exact same idea about shopping malls, by the way. So, and I actually looked into it because I'm like, how much would it take to renovate a shopping mall? Like, for real, top to bottom, turn that shit into like sustainable living space, right? And it turns out that it would be actually really hard because of regulations about the requirements to house civilians. It's not, oh, the government and their regulations. It's like, you know, literally legit things like a commercial space does not have the plumbing and electricity infrastructure needed for people to comfortably live, right? But I mean, that's the kind of thing where it's like, on one hand, yes, as things are now, you couldn't possibly do this. But on the other hand, you can get there, right? And government regulations should respond to the needs of the people over time. If the needs of the people change over time, the government should change their regulations, right? And if people need more housing, which hint, hint, we need more housing, then allowing entrepreneurs to invest money into changing the housing structure to utilize currently unused structures for better housing is a smart thing to do. Government responding to the needs of the people? What is this sorcery you speak of? I know, maybe strange to you off in the good old USA, but here in Europe, they try to do that actually. The goal of going to hell is indeed almost done. Our goal of completely, perfectly mining this island is also almost done. Okay. I guess we'll use up the iron pickaxe. But yeah, it's so cool. My German friend works in the government, and so he is very politically oriented. He has a degree in political science, actually, and he has some really cool insights onto European government. which is so cool because it feels like a place that I eventually was always meant to go, right? I got ideas about government. I got ideas about the government. No clue what's going on in the Nether, but rock on. Something's happening. Our goal initially was just to get some quartz and make a safe landing zone for future expeditions. And I think that we have definitely accomplished that. We're going to go one layer further and see if there's any more down here. But I'm pretty sure that this is kind of as far as we go. Which, to be honest, pretty good for day one, right? We died a couple times. Once even after we had gone home. Oh, there's still a piglin on the other side of that portal too. Better watch out. But yeah, not bad for a first day's work. I know America got something Germany ain't got, my freedom. Yes, I know, Con. I know your freedom is very important to you. All right. We do want to... What freedom? What do you mean? I'm going to get you. it's the freedom to breathe toxic chemicals. The freedom of corporations to not have to clean up toxic chemicals because they don't feel like it. That's the freedom that I want. That's the freedom that makes me feel free. That's the one. Okay. Let's try going one more layer. One more layer deeper. Can we do it? Can we get there? Maybe. We are seriously running low on pickaxes. This may be the last pickaxe I can afford to make. The freedom to have my labor exploited by capitalists and be shot by the military is released. Ah, yeah, that freedom. Yeah, I mean, I do give up some things by living in Europe. I could be shot more. Ooh, that was a close one. Okay, well, we found the bottom of the island for sure. So here's a question for the Minecraft nerds in chat. Is there a good nether farm that I could put in a space of this size? Or do you generally need to find certain structures in the nether in order to create a good farm? All right, we've definitely found the bottom of this island. Thonking. Thank you for thonking. All right, we do have some friends up there. Excuse me. All right, let's grab this. Thank you very much. All right. So we have our pathway up. So next goal is to bridge over to there, and then we actually have a ooh, level 100 in acrobatics. Okay, now I must remember. Wait. I must remember that there's the evil piglin on the other side of this portal. So let's prepare to do battle. Yeah, you. Why are you running away? Why are you running away, bro? Multiple of them. I've discovered the piglin killing farm. Oh, you fell? Good, now you can do it again. Yeah, actually, so the cool thing is I've noticed that as my acrobatics level has gotten higher, it starts to let me roll instead of just falling to my death. So that's fun. Okay. We're taking everything that's not netherrack and we're depositing some of this netherrack. The full netherrack chest experience. Remember that feature? This is so familiar. Oh, have you played in this mod? That's sick. Yeah, the mod's pretty cool. It lets you put like efficiency on your pickaxe occasionally. All right, up we go. Up, up, up! I think so. I remember I was playing with a big cluster of mods and it was a great time overall. Yeah, no, seriously. Mods... I think one of the reasons why I didn't play Minecraft for so long was because lack of mods. Right? Okay. This sword is actually pretty slick. So let's hold on to it. How's my armor looking? The mending armor is doing great. Okay. I love it. I love it. Do we have a chest for netherrack yet? I guess this is one of the many chests for netherrack we're making. Drops. Y'all go in here. Quartz can go in here. Obsidian goes in the obsidian chest. I should go to have fun colonizing. Well, thank you. I will. I will. But seriously, if we can get like a farm going in the Nether, thanks for reminding me of my rights. If we can get a farm going in the Nether, that would be amazing. Or gold ingots. Not a bad haul. We'll need more. Oh, I guess I do have these blocks of gold too. Let's make more gold ingots. There we go. Would that be possible? I haven't played Minecraft in a while. I don't know. I do know what I'm going to do right now though, which is we are going to make a wait. We are going to make a whatchamacallit? A sugarcane farm. So I'm going to I knew I needed observers, which is why we needed quartz for the Nether. So let's see. Minecraft sugarcane farm pattern. Here we go. Okay. Haven't played Minecraft in a while. Honestly, same. The last time I played Minecraft was when there were no horses. Wait a minute. They had just introduced horses. We need a few more things, I believe. Wood, right? We need wood. Let's get some iron, redstone, quartz, more iron maybe. We need our sugar cane, obviously. I have bamboo too. I should make some bamboo. Okay, I think that's good. So first things first, I need to make a double chest and then one more chest, right? Because we need to make a hopper. Oh wow, my very first hopper. Okay. And I know I need a piston. So I need cobblestone. And I know I need an observer. Okay, so I need cobblestone. The only thing I was missing was cobblestone. So how many do I want? I know I need only one observer. But I need a piston for each thing that I'm making. No. Okay, so first planks. And then pistons. How many pistons can I make? 14? That seems like a lot. Maybe let's do 9. Okay. And then I also know that I need some water. 2 buckets, I believe. We'll get 3 just in case. Look, I have a little beehive under the bridge. I need to make a campfire to smoke out that beehive. And I guess we can sleep too. That was a great time for for the lag to kick in. See, I've made this little map. I don't know what that red stuff is. It's probably lava, right? But there's a village over here. See, here's the tower. There's a village if you head that way. But I think there's if you look over here, there's a mine over there that I want to kind of use. We can take a look at the bridge. The bridge is coming along nicely. Ignore the log. The log marks where my land claim currently sits. So yeah. We're going to try to completely dig out this mountain here, get a ton more resources. That might be a quest for next time. Why is there not a stair there? There needs to be a stair there. Can you eat sugarcane? I guess I could find out, huh? Nope. You can try. Why do I get the feeling that you would just be like chewing it for hours? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. We'll build this here. Wait, no.
That's kind of crap. I want to do that again.
The chest goes in the center. The hopper, if I recall, goes in the back of the chest like that. Yes. You can try it. It is very cute. That's a funny word, but not quite what you meant. It is a very good word, actually. I like it a lot. Sounds a little British, doesn't it? You can chew it. All right, let's make one more chest and one more hopper. Yeah, eventually we'll need some more iron. Okay, 2 hoppers. And now if I recall correctly, please, my fingers are so fat and shaky. We can lay dirt out all the way along here. Oh, crap. Okay, I may have done this wrong. I need more space. Yep. Well, at least I can still collect everything. Don't drink caffeine, kids. I know, right? Okay, are you a non-caffeine drinker too? People look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them that I don't drink caffeine, but it's very easy not to drink caffeine. You just don't drink caffeine. All right. Chest here. Doorway 1 higher, please. You're addicted to Coca-Cola. Okay, well, I can't say that's better. You know, I can't really say that that's better. I wish it was easy to stop. It is an addiction. Legitimately, sugar is an addiction. Actually, if I recall correctly, wait a minute. There we go. I always joke with my friends that I have a severe Coke addiction. That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. All right, we're gonna make this like a little bit aesthetic. Just a little bit aesthetic here. And then I know I'm hilarious. Of course you are. People in pain are always hilarious. Okay. Have I absolutely screwed myself? I don't think so. Okay. How does one plant this stuff? You need a hoe. You know, that makes sense. Well, our water is going to be like this. Our water is not going to be like that. Okay, thank goodness. I was worried that that destroyed all my torches. But fortunately, it did not. Just make sure it's touching the dirt. Legit. All right. So I think what you can do is do this, and then the water flows the entire way. Yes. You can do it with the smallest amount too, apparently. Okay. Sick. And we'll put some access blocks over here so that we can work on it. Then I need to grab my hoe. But unfortunately, the Zarkon has gone to sleep. Funny, funny, funny. Funny, funny. Very funny joke. Ooh. Funny! I love that Yoda stuff. All right. You ready your hoe? All right. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, what next? It's not letting me plant. Tutorials, sugarcane farming. Sugarcane can be planted on dirt. Oh, wait. Maybe I just plant it. Ah, I see, I see, I see. There we go. I didn't need to hoe it. I did not actually. You can't hoe it. But it does have to be near the water. I wasn't paying attention. My dumbass had a fireplace canvas open for about 3 hours. Fireplace canvas? What's that? Okay. Sugarcane planted. All right. Fire alpaca. Say what? Oh, it's a drawing software. Okay, okay. All right. Up we go. All right. The question is, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, it's 12, which means I need 3 more pistons. Right? Yes. True? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Oh, I guess I need to be able to open the chest too, huh? All right. So the question is, what way do I have to face to place these pistons? I'm guessing it's from the back, right? Which means we need to get rid of these torches because they're useless. Ugh. There's gonna be like monsters spawning behind here, isn't there? There totally is. Oh well. Piston time. That's not what I wanted. No. How do you make the piston? How do you make it go forward? Is it based on the sub block? Uh-huh. So what if I did that from over here? Okay, there we go. And we wait on the last one, right? Now I need to power them. Take the observer. And I believe I place it like this, right? So now let's try this. Okay. It beeped, but it don't do anything. Got it. It's because we need one more dirt block, I'm pretty sure. Only the one goes. Why only the one goes? Do I need more dirt? I might need more dirt. Well, this is also a good time to put some of this other stuff back. We don't need all this iron and quartz anymore. We definitely don't need this wood anymore because the rest of this is just going to be dirt. We can refresh our cobblestone stack. And we can get more dirt. Okay, the real question is, will it all grow? Oh crap. All right, redstone. Doesn't seem to be hooking up, does it? Nope, but that do work. All right. So we've got our friend there. We can make this a little bit more aesthetic by just filling up this part. Let's see. 4 blocks in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here and here can go torches. And then I have one more piston that I need to place. I see. Placing them that way makes a lot more sense. All right. Will they grow? That is a real question. Do they need full water blocks next to them? I don't think they do. Let me just so let's see. So we'll have to do some testing, but we might need more water, if that makes sense. Because it's possible that the sugarcane will only grow if it's kind of like super adjacent to water. So let's go get some water. Nice and bright and sunny outside. That's what I like to see. Why am I not collecting the water here? There we go. Oh, lag. You are hilarious at times. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Okie dokie. Water. Oh, we've got a growth. Okay, well, maybe it is fine then. We'll keep an eye on it. But water buckets are never not useful, so we'll just throw these in here. I guess this isn't food, is it? Okay. We also, I guess it's time to make an enchanting chest, huh? Or paper chest, right? And we can switch back to melons for a food source. All right. Things are happening. So let's see. Another thing I wanted to do was see if I could craft a lead. How do you craft a lead? I can't craft a lead. Okay, it takes a fair amount of stuff, but you do get 2 leads out of it. Okay, so let's craft a couple leads. And I do want to get animals as farming supplies. So that's good. Good for the future, I think the thing I want to do the most right now is make a shitload of signs for a few reasons. First off, I need to actually start naming these these various chests. I need to. I feel it in my bones. It's becoming untenable. So this is the minecart supplies. Very good. This is sugar cane and paper. This, of course, is obsidian. Now, can I still open that? Okay, that's a little awkward. So what we're going to do is we're going to move that torch up and use this sign back here. Obsidian. Perfect. All right, and then I need to label all these chests. This one is cobblestone 2. Okay, yep. This one is Misk Stone. This one is Misk Ores. This one is Crafted Cobblestone. Crafted Cobblestone. And this one is Dirt. Okay. This is Cobbled Deep Slate. Let's not be heathens here and spell things correctly. This is crafted deep slate. Yep. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. This is coal, charcoal, and flint. And then do we have anything in these other chests? Yes. This one is netherrack. Netherrack 1, really. And nothing in there. Okay. Next step. Oh, it's growing. Oh, wunderbar. And now I can open the chest. Thing of beauty. Sugarcane farm complete. I like how the torches give it a backlit effect. It's pretty sick. Hello, observer. Should we make more glass for that? I get the feeling that some of it might pop off into the whatchamacallit, into the ether. Ooh, yo, hey! Welcome, Benji. How's it going? Playing Valorant. Love it. Welcome. Hello everyone. My name is Isaac Anzu. Chimera VTuber falling not to my death. Thank you very much. But let's just say I'm learning the power of signs. I've got the power of signs on my side. All right. But this is what we're doing right now is transporting some materials around. We did our first nether expedition here. I'll go into the nether and show you what we accomplished. Since you're here, but this is very first day in the nether. We have found a little nether floating island, and we basically hollowed it out and made a little fortress, which we're going to use as a base of operations. But the cool thing is that if we come up here, we can go over there. That's not the cool part. The cool part is there's a nether fortress right there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to our future journeys into the nether. How's it been though? It's been all right. I feel like there's a lot of new things happening right now in my life. For instance, I'm changing up my schedule to do things a little bit differently throughout the day. I've been getting new kind of work at work, which I like it. It's more thoughtful and less just like mindless. But that does mean I have to think about it. So it's tiring until you get used to it, you know? Oh, sugarcane farm is sugarcaning. All right. Netherrack chest 1. Go. The real question is, I think we do need to put some signs up or something. Now let's eat. Gotta eat. Gotta remember to eat. Nom 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 nom. But signs aren't very aesthetic, you know? I would much rather use glass where possible. Yeah, where possible. Ooh, thanks for the hydrate. I don't think I've gotten one of those yet today. I will gladly drink water. Can you imagine though? All 18 floors, all different farms, all kind of like working together. I do want to check. Yeah, so I get the feeling that these pistons might actually push the sugarcane not into the hopper. Nice ecosystem. I love to use the hydrate command on streamers. Ha 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 ha. I love getting hydrated. In fact, it's something that I need to do more, even. Because I'm addicted to the good stuff. I'm addicted to that liquid gold. Sign. Netherrack 2. Water is the best. There was, oh gosh, I'm still crouching. There was someone on here that was addicted to Coke. That's sad. Why can't you just love water for what it is, man? Yeah, you know what? Don't say it like that. Addicted to Coke. Oh, true. Sorry. Let's get these picture frames back and actually... So... Mob drops... I'm not a Coke addict, I swear. Yeah, if we get these picture frames back, then we can use them for other things. This is cobblestone. I just really like diesel fuel. Oh, is that what the kids call it these days? I realize I'm not helping my like dad behavior. Food. And this is wood. Okay. And this goes in here. And this, nope, not what I wanted to do. Come on. This goes in here. Ooh, nice. We got a good old-fashioned thunderstorm happening outside. Signs go in wood. All right. I keep thinking of more things to do, but then I also think one more trip to fill my pockets with all this netherrack. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe there's some cool property of netherrack that we can use. So, but the dream would be 18 floors of farms, each of them with their own thing that they're doing, each of them with their own elevator to carry everything up to the storage room. And then, of course, the storage room having some sort of automatic sorter in order to put everything into the right chests. Which I recently learned that you can do automatic sorters, and I was very excited to hear that. A full chest of netherrack. What are we going to use it for? We'll have to do some sort of project. Let's go upstairs and look at the storm, shall we? Aesthetic storm. Yeah, this right here is the reason that lightning is striking us so much. Don't stand too close to it. My domain! My kingdom! We'll build the tower higher eventually. I think the top floors of the tower are going to be like mob spawners and the like, so that we can have a place to also funnel in mob drops. Essentially, if I never had to leave the tower again, that's the ultimate goal, right? But now that we've got more picture frames, we can make this little map area bigger. So we'll need to make more maps. So much to do. So much to do. Well, there's one last thing to do before I log off. How this mod works is that every hour you play, you get 100 blocks of claimable land, aka nobody can touch it, even mobs can't hurt it. Which is why I'm comfortable doing these like big builds, you know? But the reason that this log is here is because this is the this is now the new corner of my domain, as you can see. And it goes that way, and it goes that way. It should probably go further out. Like, is this really far enough? Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's definitely far enough, but it could go further. Like, all of our farms are going to be about this size, so not too worried about it. What's this blank spot back here? Slacking on the farm? No, it's fine. We have the checkerboard pattern after all. My beautiful melon farm. And the wheat farm. The crazy thing is the wheat farm, like, for real, is overproducing. I don't need this much wheat. Maybe I will once I get some like cows or something, but we have so much wheat right now. Okay. All melon stems farmed. All wheat farmed. There was one more thing I wanted to do. Grow, dang it. I know if it starts growing, it'll keep growing up to 3 blocks in height. We're gonna have to do the same thing for a bamboo farm. Maybe we'll do a cactus farm too. Lava farm looking good. I just like looking upon my progress. Yo, how's it going? I thought I heard something down here. I should probably stop playing. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to do, not with the golden shovel, was to get more sand for the farm there. Why sand? Because we can smelt it into glass. Is there some sand over here? No, that's gravel. Oh, another big project I want to do is build a dock. So I don't just have to park my boats out randomly in the open. We build a dock, and then maybe the back here is like an entrance leading down to the dock, right? Although we'll have to make sure it's fortified, even though the front entrance is completely unfortified. You know? You know how it be. Chest of tools, no. Chest of treasures. Oh, you know what I need? I need an enchanting room. I just want to keep playing. I just want to keep playing. Yeah, we're never gonna need this other sword. Feel kind of bad for having made it. Item frames, iron bars could be good deco sometime. Apparently name tags are one of the most powerful items in the game, so I've heard. I don't know why or how that is, but this is what I've heard. We'll make some more leather. What is this map? Level 2 of 4. Okay. All right. Well, we have some more of the world to explore for sure. But boy, this is cool. I like this game. Why did I wait so long to play Minecraft? This room will absolutely be the enchanting room. I would love to have the enchanting room like be up here open on the top of the world, like before the elements we enchant to the power of the gods. But in fact, we're gonna keep building upwards. So maybe what we'll have is down below we'll have the farms, and up above we'll have like the villager trading hall sort of thing, and then eventually it'll get high enough that we'll have the mobs, you know? Anyway, this is a good time to stop, I guess. But we have a sugarcane farm. Ugh! And it seems to be working. Bro's actually in pain. I know, I just want to play the game. But I have stuff to do. Hey Angel, how's it going? It caught my attention, very sad. I'm actually just about to raid out, but it's good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. Let's see. If nobody's doing something particularly interesting. We're just gonna raid Bonnie again because she's great. You didn't get any sleep. My dude, it's like 9 a.m. You gotta get some sleep. Were you up late because of annoyances again? I'll have to hop into another one of your streams sometime. Yeah, please do. Please do. Thank you for the company. All right, we're just gonna raid Bonnie, and not think twice about it. Well, I hope that your situation improves, Angel. Seriously, I know what you're going through, and I know it sucks. I hope it gets better soon.
You're beautiful.
Yo, hey. Aladris, thank you so much for the subscription. Enjoy the emotes. And especially enjoy the emotes that accompany this raid message. I always forget to do that. So we're learning. All right, but we're gonna go raid Benicula. Great streamer, very chill, very socialist. You can call me Ella. I'll be around. Awesome. Well, I will catch you next time then. So let's just set up the scene. So thank you very much for joining. My name is Isaac Anzu. This has been an awesome stream. I hope to catch you next time, and let's go raid Benicula. Farewell.